Every language has some old swear words, but Old Dutch is special. Well, today it's all about being vulgar. Before it was quite different. You wonder why? Well, you'll see for yourself. These 20 Old Dutch swear words are so rare, you probably don't even hear them anymore. Number 20. Galbak. If you ever wondered what the word is for someone more than unpleasant, the Dutch language has got your back. Galbak is used to describe someone who just gets under your skin as soon as you see them. It's basically saying that someone is arrogant, full of themselves, and a loudmouth all at the same time. So make a note for yourself. Don't be a Galbak. Number 19. Uiteraard. This swear word makes the other swear words from our list look like modern ones. It's almost extinct to the point nowadays you can only hear it in black and white movies. In literal translation, uiteraard means viper's blood, but in reality, you use it when someone is shady and untrustworthy. If someone says this about you, you're somewhat evil and morally rotten. Number 18. Klootzak. We all have that one friend who is simply clumsy. They literally find a way to break things in ways you didn't know existed. If you can relate, then you're dealing with a klootzak. So basically, that's someone who, in jargon, has 2 left legs or 2 left hands, meaning that they aren't really made for anything that requires any coordination. Plain and simple, clumsy on another level. Number 17. Harass. If you thought that slang is something that surfaced recently, this word is there to prove you wrong. Originating from the 17th century Dutch slang, more commonly known as baguns, the word harass was used to describe some of the most disgusting and loathsome people. Number 16. Lapswans. If it were used widely today, it might have been the most used swear word from the list. It describes someone lazy, but not in the way we imagine. Basically, it's mostly used to describe lazy young people who are chilling at home while there is work to be done outside. It's comic as older people would also say it to insult people they thought lacked ambition or backbone. Number 15. Uilskuiken. If translated literally, it means own chick. That sounds like more of a term of endearment than an insult, right? Well, it probably is the cutest insult today. It's often used as the word dummy, but in an endearing way. Just imagine your grandparents calling you clumsy or dumb. It's both something you don't mind too much, while still being somewhat critical. Number 14. Pias. So someone tells you that you're a pias. No, that person doesn't take you seriously, as to them, you're more of a circus clown or even a fool. But there is a reason for it. It's a pretty based insult. As it explains, someone who likes to draw attention to themselves by constantly acting nonsensically to drawing attention to themselves. Number 13. Koekwaas. From one fool to another, koekwaas has a similar meaning to the pias word, but it actually originated from working class neighborhoods. This is also a more humorous insult you would hear among friends in the past. It indicates that someone is talking out of their rear. Basically, calling someone a koekwaas was the ultimate sign that their logic was nowhere to be found. Number 12. Randebiel. This is the first swear word on the list that wouldn't slide in modern times. It's basically calling someone an idiot, which in modern time is used to classify the lowest level of mental deficiency. Pretty self-explanatory, but just in case, it means stupid. It's pretty harsh today, but at that time, it was used when someone had completely missed the point. Number 11. Smeerpoets. If you're called this word, you're a slob. Why, you wonder? Well, it's used to describe a person who isn't too concerned with hygiene or standards of decency. For example, imagine a kid coming home all muddy. Yep, he's going to get called a smeerpoets. Interestingly, it was also used for traders who were doing dirty business as well. It's a word that nicely combines physical and moral cleanliness. That is, in this case, uncleanliness, I guess. Number 10. Oetlum. One of the true classics of Dutch swear words, it perfectly walks the line between clumsiness and stupidity. An oetlul is the person who always makes the wrong decision or commits an obvious blunder. As someone who isn't native to Dutch, I have to say the word has a wonderful ring to it that immediately conveys your disappointment in the other person. It's truly comical. Number 9. Toetabel. Most languages don't have an insult for the word narcissist, but don't worry, old school Dutch has you covered. This word brings to mind someone who spends just a little too much time in front of the mirror, but the word has a deeper meaning than you might think. A toetabel is someone silly, preoccupied with trivialities, and often acts a bit dramatically. It's a mild, almost mocking term, often spoken with an eye roll by mothers who felt their daughters needed to get ready a bit faster. Number 8. Schorimori. Even if you aren't Dutch, you gotta admit this word just rolls off your tongue. It's an old word that resembles another old English word, which also rolls off your tongue. We're talking about riffraff. It's describing people who are in their rebellious phase, or are just rebels by character. If bikers came to your mind, then you're spot on. It's also a term of decency used by concerned citizens against the chaos of the streets. Number 7. Krankjorum. If someone decided to truly push the boundaries of normality and decide to go to the realm of crazy, they did something that is krankjorum. This term was used for situations or people who were so crazy that they were beyond saving. It has that typical Dutch feel to it, since it's a way to point out the madness of the world around you without immediately resorting to foul language. Number 6. Schaamwinkel. In Old English, you would call someone a weakling. In Old Dutch, you'd call them a schaamwinkel. Anyone who didn't eat well, and because of it was scrawny, was labeled with this word. It is a visually strong term that puts someone's physical condition under blast. It often had a pitying undertone. Number 5. Halfgare. This might be my personal favorite swear word. It literally means half-cooked. It's mostly said to people who didn't bother to fully think things through, but made a decision anyway. Funny enough, it also suggests that someone's intellect isn't fully developed, meaning they've still got some growing to do. Number 4. Droeftoeter. This term was so nice it decided to stick around a bit longer than most of the other ones. It can still be heard from time to time in the streets of the Netherlands. A droeftoeter is a person who makes themselves look ridiculous in a sad way. It's a classic combination of pity and mockery. You hear it and you know exactly the type of person. But remember, it's mostly said to people who brought it upon themselves. Number 3. Snotolf. You have a kid in your family who thinks that he was blessed with all the knowledge in the world. That kid would have been called a snotolf in the past. This is referring to the kids who act smart even though they just spawned in. It's a typical term for a cheeky young person with a big mouth. The term emphasizes a lack of modesty and an overestimation of one's own experience. Number 2. Dwarswaspel. If you say milk is white and someone decides to say that in reality it's black, you're dealing with a dwarswaspel. It's annoying and exhausting. It's a term used to describe a person who is contrary on principle, even when the solution is obvious. It's a brilliant description of a stubborn person who can never just say yes to a plan. And finally, number 1. Haai Baai. This basically means Karen. Or does it? This was the term for a loud, bossy woman who called the shots. She didn't shy away from verbal confrontation and would put anyone with a big mouth in their place. Though it has a negative ring, there is also a certain awe for a woman who wouldn't let anyone eat the cheese off her bread.